and about our charities and about our captains, etc. But I'm basically brain dead at this point, so my speaking voice isn't where it should be. My apologies. Sinful Bullet, to answer your question about why not to run ads, simply because, at least in my experience, I've only been a partner for like 5 days, so I can't answer this too well. But my understanding is that it's tough to separate where the different view count came from, etc. Phil Hockey, to explain how we're setting up the draft. That's actually a really good question. We're going to have 16 different captains because we have 16 teams. Each captain will have 2 choices. They get to choose 2 people from the draft. The captains will be going in order of randomosity. That's right. That's not a word. They're going to be pulled. Their names will be pulled out of a hat, and they will be able to basically choose whoever they want from the vat of players. Now, a lot of these guys who are players in this, just so you guys know, I don't know if you've read the names, but the actual players in this are some incredible players. In fact, you guys will be able to see guys like Markov J, Fearcrads, Trumpf, Ronaldinho, NASA 1, Sly Fox, Snipinator, Wicked Shrapnel, Hazard Cinema's putting out a pro player that's like a huge, amazing guy apparently in the UK. We've got some really great players that are able to be chosen by the captains. So each captain will have an opportunity to get first pick, etc., second pick in rounds. It'll be beautiful. It'll be really, really cool. So if you guys want to hear more, I'll list the captains once again for you guys. C-Naners, That Guy Who Camps, T. Martin, X-Jaws, Optic Hex, White Boy 7th Street, Gold Glove, Mr. Phantasmo, Sam 5000, Syndicate, Mercadurka, Woody's Gamertag, Onslaught, Paperbat, VG, Zerka, and we actually are going to be announcing a new one. iPwn Star for Hire had to switch over to being a player, sadly, but he will be still involved with this, just can't be involved tomorrow night. So this will be really great stuff. The time zone for this is scheduled to be Eastern Time Zone, 9 p.m. It'll be 2 a.m. in the UK, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Let's see here. Where can I donate early? If you'd like to donate early, scroll down just a little bit from the chat box you're in right now. You'll see Chip into the cause, donate $1, and you can earn 50 Game Dunzo points. And that's a great thing. It doesn't matter if you donate $1 or $1,000, you're still going to get 50 Game Dunzo points, and that's good for a lot of their free matches, which they actually have cash prizes for those, which is amazing. I don't have the exact information, but I'll get the more information for you on how many free tournaments that can be in. I think Eric's listening right now. To answer somebody else's question here, what color hat will I be choosing from? I'm not sure, but I will find something worthwhile, I assure you. Like Cube, you can watch it later on. Yes, it will be posted on YouTube somewhere. We haven't determined where yet. How much times will we be streaming? We'll be streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. and we'll also be streaming on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, both times. Where can you see the specific time? You can see this here at this website. The 3 different streams. Someone asked about the 3 different streams. The 3 different streams is actually a really interesting concept that no one's done before, because a lot of people want to watch different perspectives. Like for say, if you guys are huge fans of the Optic team, like the Optic MLG team, or you're huge fans of say Woody's Gamertag, and they're on opposite teams, and we're not showing either of their screens, chances are those bottom 2 screens may have someone that you're really wanting to watch. So we'll actually be able to have really unique content that you'll be able to watch different aspects at once. It's the first time this has been done. We're pretty excited about it. Paperbat, after I hang up here, I'll hop on with you. I plan on going to bed at 2, but I'll talk to you anyway. I got your back, homie. Homie 34, actually, ironically enough. We chose the captains based upon how they wanted to be involved. A lot of the captains asked to be a captain. Some of the captains were just ideal choices based upon their personalities and whatnot. And some of them were added because, if they're going to be involved, we know that a lot of their subscribers would like to hear more from them. For instance, like C-Naners, we want to make sure that his subs get a chance to hear him speak and be a part of this thing instead of just being a participant. Somebody asked me, let's see here, is Wings of Redemption in this? Wings of Redemption is currently not in this. I'm not sure if he wanted to be. He's never reached out. This was pretty obvious this was going on, but we hadn't heard from him. So at this point, C-Naners is not Wings of Redemption is not going to be a part of this. That Guy Who Camps, what game modes? We're playing Domination only. We wanted to play some CTF, but we decided that Domination was a little bit more interesting. And basically, the concept at this point is going to be that Domination MLG rules on MLG maps, so it's really easy, it's really balanced, it's directed to be the way that the game is meant to be played, the exact same way that MLG does, except we're keeping it interesting and excluding FAMAS and 74U. So you'll have no FAMAS, no 74U, which makes this really exciting and a lot of fun. Maps we're playing on are going to be Summit, Firing Range. I'm not sure what the other ones are. I know those two are approved. I heard that Villa has changed, but we have a couple of the top MLG pros who are actually helping us put together the game types. G-Flex, I'm a wedding photographer for a living, actually. I take pictures at people's weddings. And I'm now doing things here on YouTube to help other people and to build a good base, because I like doing this. It's a lot of fun. Let's see here. Who's my favorite person from Machinima? Dude, that's a loaded question. I have to say, I don't really know. I'm a huge fan of Fwiz and Hutch and Scene. Those are the main guys I know. I don't really have that much of a relationship with anyone else there, but those three guys are awesome. Daniel Lee, tomorrow night is 6 p.m., and on Sunday will be noon. Reaper has sent. That is a pretty funny joke. Question, what do I feel about... Nody, man, I'm not going to comment on anything about Keemstar or Alki David. I already mentioned it briefly, and I said that, I said my piece, but that's all I'm going to talk about. If you guys have questions about anything else that's more relevant, because obviously it's not worth it. Who are my favorite friends to play with? That's a really good question. I think it changes a lot. Like, in the last couple of months, my friends list has changed a good bit, but I still really love to play with people who I know from my real life. I think probably my little brother is my favorite person to play with. He's an awesome player. He plays a lot of Battlefield with me. He's very skilled, and he's adept, and just playing with just me and him, it's a lot of fun. So he's probably my favorite person to play with. There are other people that are enjoyable, but he's probably my favorite. He's 20, so he's not that young, but he's a good guy. Sinful, it'll have to happen. Cinematic, I'm sorry I deleted you, man. We hadn't played together in ages. Into Shadow, how you can help out with COC without donation. Basically, what I'd love to have you do, if you want to help out without a donation, I would really encourage you guys just to promote this thing. Get on your Twitter, get on your Facebook, let your friends know. Every person you can get involved is a really, really helpful thing. Does my little brother do open lobbies? My little brother does a lot of open lobbies with me. He's also involved in a lot of Sergeant Merrill's open lobbies for the PTY program, which I definitely encourage you guys to check out. Click on that Merrill Works icon just above this chat. You'll see his channel and subscribe. I don't even have my channel on this page, so that's how cool Merrill is. Can we watch the live stream on this website? You will be able to watch this live stream on the website. Abso-freaking-lutely. There would be no other way. I would not want it any other way. This is where you'll be watching it. This is why we built this website. This is why Merrill is on here. What has brought me the most joy in life? Or what game? What game has brought me that? That's an easier answer. What game has brought me the most joy in life? Honestly, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2000. That's right. That's an 11-year-old game. That was the game that brought me the most joy in life. The money goes to 3 different charities. I'm going to link the charities right now. The charities are absolutely incredible. They're sorry, I linked the wrong thing. Let me link this again. Sorry. The charities are phenomenal. There's the Gamers Outreach. There's Thirst Relief. There's Anthony Nolan. There's some great charities involved, and we're really happy to be promoting each and every one of them. Gassy Mexican, I knew I liked you. That game was freaking awesome. I had 180 different airplanes to fly, and I have probably hundreds of hours logged in that game. It helped me learn to fly, honestly. Question, what game to you had the best storyline? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably Grand Theft Auto Vice City was probably my favorite. That was probably my favorite for a storyline. Plus, you could fly helicopters and float planes, which was just awesome. Although I did like San Andreas better because you could skydive, which was even more awesome. Anthony Miley, to get in the draft now, it's actually a closed draft. It's all full. I would like to say that we have more space, but sadly it's full. Is it fun to host COC? It's a lot more work than people might think. I'm not the only one behind this. I'm blessed to be a part of it. But it is a lot of work. We're putting a lot of effort into making sure that this thing it goes together well, and that this thing is actually valuable. So, putting it together, getting about over 100 people involved. There's 64 players involved. There's almost 200 people total involved, including. Hey guys, hang on a second. Let me just TO this guy right here. Come on, guys. You're going to talk bad about my wife or anyone's wife. Just learn. That's not the right thing to do. Don't ever talk dirty things about people's wife. That's not nice. Come on. Be gentlemen. Anyway, This is a great event. It's a lot of fun to put together, but it is a lot of work. I hope that you guys will support it because there's so many people behind this doing what they can to make this the right thing and to help people. When is Optic going to be live? I'm not sure. Optic won't be playing together. One of the other parts about this draft that I haven't mentioned yet is actually really exciting is because there are only 4-player teams and there are 16 players. Each captain gets to select 2 people because they're playing, and then they're going to have a random pro assigned to them. The pros that are in this event are incredible. These are some of the best pros in the world. They are genuinely awesome. All right, so they're great players. Let me pull this up really quick. I'll give you the names. The pros are Optic Nadeshot, Optic Rambo, Optic Big Timer, Optic JCap, 4Play Envy, Hastro Envy, Icons Ego, Icons Sharp, Icons Revan, Fear Assassin, Fear Moho, LVG, TP, LVG Proofy, Vengeance TT, VWS Striker, and Obey Breezy. Now, a lot of people those names won't mean that much. Those names won't mean that much because they aren't involved in MLG. But I'm sure you guys can understand that honestly, they're great players. And yeah, I just said his name wrong. I'm sorry, Revan or Revan. I'm not quite sure. I knew I said it wrong. Tryharding, what was your question? I'll be happy to answer it again for you. Revan. I got it. All right, cool. Do I like bananas? I do like bananas. They aren't my favorite, but they're pretty good. I have to say, guys, I'm enjoying this. This is kind of fun to chat with you guys. Right now, this is the best part of this whole event as far as planning is gone. It's just hanging out with you guys right now. This is making me happy. A Real Panic, I've not talked to Chris Move. He actually lives near me. I'd love to work with him, but it's not hasn't come to light. Chief Landless makes a good point. Mangoes are my favorite fruit by far. If you guys watch my Music Monday videos, I always have like these little secret captions that come up, and I asked what people's favorite fruit was on this last one, and mine is definitely mango. Mangoes are baller. Unseen Fruitcake, no FAMAS. No FAMAS, no 74U. We're using MLG rules plus those 2 little considerations simply because we want to make things more interesting. The more people I see running around with stakeouts and spazzes and L96s, the happier I am, just because it'll be way more entertaining to watch. Dennis, the event is happening in 19 hours, correct. Big Al, why are there no small channels? There actually are quite a few small channels involved. And my channel has not blown up because of this. My channel has barely grown because of this. My channel, I don't know what I'm at right now, but it's not grown that much. There's a lot of small channels involved. I think our smallest channel involved right now has about 1,000 subscribers. They're one of our alternates. There are a few other channels that are even just a little bit larger as alternates, and a few other people who are, I think, around 11,000 and 12,000 subs who are primary players in this. What's my favorite COD game? My favorite COD game is probably Black Ops, ironically enough. It's not my... It has its flaws, but there are a lot of great things I do enjoy. Phil asked what my favorite beverage is. This is a non-adult show, so I will just say it this way. I brew my own beer. I've gone to over 300 breweries, and I love great beer. But I also blend my own scotch and love great scotch. And I have to say that even though all of these things said, my favorite beverage is water, because I drink almost a gallon of water a day. White Kid, I do have a YouTube partnership, actually. I just got a partnership, I think, 5 days ago. It finally came through after 4 months of waiting, almost 3.5 months of waiting. What do we expect to see the most of as weapons and perks? I expect to see majority of lightweight, sleight of hand, and ninja, with a few of the players who are willing to kind of work the edges using Tactical Mask Pro. I would use lightweight, sleight of hand, and Tac Mask Pro myself. What would you call your brand of beer? I'm actually working on a brewery right now. It's one of the projects on the back burner until after this YouTube thing is kind of taking less time. But we're working on a brewery called Iron Mountain Brewing. It's good stuff. Let's see here. Silencer, you're getting mod, buddy. Enjoy the responsibilities. What is my channel called? Let me link. I'll be happy to link it here, guys. Again, this is not about me. This is about the community. I want you guys to please keep that in mind. This is the most important thing we can do right now is support the charities that are involved in this, and do whatever you can just to kind of not just support them, but do good work for them. Promote this to your friends. Make this something that's really special. That's why we're all here. So that's what's going on. The aviator drinking. That's what's safe. Let's see here. Flash Jacket is banned. Sly Fox, you're awesome, man. Sly Fox, if this is the real Sly Fox, send me a message. What's my favorite Black Ops weapon? Ooh, good question. I have to say probably my favorite Black Ops weapon is